Hi guys, and welcome back. And before we start, I would like to take a minute to congratulate Michael. Congratulations, Michael, for reaching your GoFundMe goal to fight that sludge hole in court. We all know that this human garbage disposal is probably short-circuiting right now. And I love it. In fact, I made myself some chicken nuggets on Sunday in honor of Michael because I know that's his favorite American food. With that being said, let's bring in the clowns for part 4. We're almost there, guys. Almost getting to the end, and I'm really excited for all of this to be over.
I came here to relax. You're stressing me.
So let's take the hot tub time machine and teleport back to whenever the hell this was shot and revisit the riveting fight of dinner versus lunch. Yes, back to the nail to the chalkboard screeching of Rob and Sophie, where according to Sophie, Rob sent a voice note to this floozy asking her to go out to dinner. Actually, the floozy in this is Rob, and Rob is contesting this because he said that he didn't invite this girl to dinner, he invited her to lunch.
Like, not that.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Rob, it doesn't matter if it was lunch or dinner, you shouldn't have asked some random girl out. It just looks bad. You're engaged, dude. Now, granted, just because you're engaged doesn't mean you're not allowed to go out with a girl for lunch or dinner. But this was some, Instagram, whoever girl who messaged him, or I don't even know how it went down. And yes, at the end of the day, we don't know what the tone of this voice note is. We don't know what the girl looked like. One thing we do know is that Sophie kind of makes things bigger than they are. But then we also do know Rob. Another tidbit of information that we do know about this fight is that it was 2 effing years ago.
And you guys gotta hear each other. I get that, but this is 2 years old now.
Come on, Sophie. If this was this big of an issue, you should have broken up with him. You're spinning like a top right now over something that happened 2 years ago. I can't believe you've been living with this amount of pent-up anger. Some of you all on the show really need to learn to let things go. I mean, it's not just Sophie here. A couple of sad sacks on the show that really need to kind of put it to the back and move forward. You know what I mean? So we get to the part of the argument where basically Sophie is upset that Rob doesn't ask for sexy content.
Rob, why haven't you asked her for the sexual content? It's on my phone right now.
No. When he has asked me.
But then when he did ask her for more sexy content, she felt a certain way about it.
I would send an ass pic. He's like, that's not enough. I'm like, that should be enough. I'm your fiance.
Unpopular opinion, but Sophie, if you didn't feel comfortable sending Rob sexy content, tell him, but don't complain about it afterwards. And at the same time, don't complain about the fact that he's not asking you. It's like, which one is it, girl? Also, and this is where the unpopular opinion comes in, if y'all are long distance, just let him have his corn. Like, he wants more sexy content from you. You're not around physically. Just let him have his corn. Don't restrict the corn content if you guys are on opposite sides of the planet. I'd rather have my man choking his chicken to a screen than out there on the streets, but that's just me.
Sophie inflates and then internalizes literally every thing that I do.
Okay, I think that statement is true. We can think what we want about Rob, but yeah, Sophie has her own toxic traits. So this Sophie and Rob conversation that no one asked for spills into the house because we haven't had enough of it. Anyway, so Rob says that he screwed up before. He admits it. He knows that he asked random floozies for nudes while he was engaged. And Rob, that was not cool in any way.
The worst thing that I ever did was ask a girl to send me more nudes, and I acknowledge that.
But he says that Sophie is really doing all this to win people over, to get him on their side. And he says that he never tried to meet up with anyone except for that lunch chick or dinner chick or whatever. Anyway, he does bring up the point that even though he did make plans with this person, he never actually went through with it. Which I guess is a good point. I don't know. So Sophie walks up and, the group wants to know, hey, where is this voicemail, this voice note that you allegedly have? I mean, they want to hear it. We want to hear it. Everyone wants to hear it. Apparently, she doesn't have it anymore. But you know who does have it? Her trash bag of a mother.
So you guys don't believe the voice note?
You said you had it all night.
You know who will have it? I sent it to my mom.
That she ends up calling. And Trash Bag Mom does not have it. And I only call her Trash Bag Mom because I see the patterns of manipulation towards Sophie. Very much similar the way that her trash bag friend, Kay, is. So that's the end of that, folks. So Sophie goes deeper into explaining Rob's porn addiction.
He said, I swear to you, baby, I won't watch porn until you trust me. Within 3 days, I said, have you watched porn? I checked his history. Latina women getting
Okay, so I took the time to look up porn addiction and what it's all about. And guys, there's a lot of underlying factors to porn addiction because like any addiction, there's a lot of mental health struggles that lead up to it. According to Sanderson Care, porn addiction can be caused by low self-esteem, underlying mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, relationship problems, and biological factors. So it's not as cut and dry as just watching porn because you want to. If Rob truly does have porn addiction, then he needs to seek professional mental help because there's something going on there. So with all that being said, Sophie lets us know that she's had a mold of Rob's peenie. A lot of information there, right?
I have a saying in Arkansas. Are you ready? I can't with this right now.
And I do understand Sophie's frustration. I do. But there's many layers to this. And all I know is that these two need to break up. So I need to take a minute because my dog Mango wants to tell you to like and subscribe. All right, let's get back to the show. So it's the next day, and they bring all the idiots on stage, and Sophie hates Rob so much that she asks production to change her sofa to 2 chairs. All right, Diva, thank God the art department had extra chairs in the back, because imagine if they didn't. You would have made them scramble around to fit your wants. No crew member wants that early in the morning. So Angela and Michael aren't there. Surprise. Anyway, so Sean asks Sophie, hey, what the hell happened? Like, y'all are sitting in 2 chairs. And Sophie answers that Rob was bad-mouthing her the night before. And I don't really remember him bad-mouthing. He was just kind of explaining himself.
Never said anything bad about you.
To you, I've walked in on him talking about me.
No, you've
And
heard
also
that people
in
are talking about our situation.
Sophie has a tendency to always feel like she's being attacked. And I get it, it's from past traumas. Unless she begins to formulate healthier ways of communicating, she's not going to have healthy relationships because it's just going to lead down the same path every time. Anyway, now we switch to Loren and Alexei, and we go through her surgery situation because that was the only thing that happened to them.
Worst case scenario is that you don't make it through that. Is it worth it?
Okay, so first of all, she has every right to do what she wants with her body. If I were in a financially comfortable place like she is, I would do it.
These are like happy tears. I'm so proud of myself for doing it.
But these tears, girl, you didn't cure cancer, you didn't end world hunger, you didn't go through some marathon or, do anything too crazy. You put yourself through an overtly privileged procedure that most of us can't afford. TLC, y'all can find a more interesting couple out there in the 90-day plethora of successful couples. Honestly, we need new meat. We've had these two for how long? Nothing happens with them. They've just been boring. Come on. Anyway, I hope Loren finds a way to love herself because she suffers from body dysmorphia, just like Jasmine. In fact, Jasmine wants to go under the knife again. She wants to make her waist smaller by breaking her ribs in the process to make her waist teeny and tiny.
I discovered that there is a surgery in which they can break your rib.
Jasmine, I know you aren't listening to this, but for a minute, I'm going to pretend you are. You're beautiful the way you are right now. In fact, you were gorgeous before you ever did anything to yourself. It breaks my heart to hear that she thinks that she needs to do more and more to herself. It's okay to do some work, but to just keep going at it and at it and at it, with body dysmorphia, she's never going to be satisfied. She has deep psychological issues that she needs to fix. At the end, she's going to end up looking like some crazy plastic person. So Alexei is not happy that she had the surgery. Another thing that Alexei isn't happy about is that she wants to get a job. What is this, the 1960s? Are we not allowed to be anything but little wifey? Anyways, that's it with them, pretty much. So they all have a break. And in that said break, Scrotum Face and Michael roll in.
Michael can do what the hell he wants to do. Go to the mansion, go somebody if you want to. I don't give a
This woman is batshit delusional. She thinks that Michael wants to sleep with someone in the house, in the mansion. Everyone in the mansion is taken. And not just taken, but everyone there is with their partner. And poor Michael, I can't even imagine what he endures behind closed doors. By the way, one of our viewers pointed out in the comments that Skyla, Trashback Jr., is gonna be on the Single Life, which means that Godzilla is gonna be on the show by proxy. Like, what on God's green earth, TLC? These people are gross, they're abusive. And Skyla is as interesting as a piece of paper. She's ugly, she's trash, no one wants her.
It's very hard for me, son. I'm not a crier, but I'm to the point where I'm broken. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shut up, you stupid gargoyle. Actually, you're not a gargoyle. You're the vomit that the gargoyle spews. Always playing the victim. She tells us that the only reason she came back is for Sean and the ladies. Please, spare us. You know, funny thing is that before they got on stage, they interviewed Michael, and he said that he's not here for anyone but for his wife, which is completely the other way around of what she just said. So then something unprecedented happens. The moment that we've all been waiting for. The hero that we've all been waiting for. Kobe does what everyone was too effing scared to do. He finally starts putting Angela in her place. This was the best moment of the entire tell-all. And I'm going to play some of it, but I'm going to have to speed it up because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So please bear with me while everyone sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
You've always disrespected your husband in public, the level that even a fly cannot respect him.
And then she proceeds to get on Michael for not sticking up for her. Like, what the hell can he say? How the hell can he stick up for the constant abuse that this used vomit bag spews?
Sit here and act as if this is not something that has been going on and on.
And why is Emily telling Kobe to be quiet? If anyone should be quiet, it should be her. Sean tells Angela, hey, guess what, dumbass? The PI found nothing on Michael. He's not scamming you. She claps back with, he only had 2 weeks. He also had 5 people working on this. So that's 5 times the man or woman power. Jasmine tries to soothe the situation by saying to Angela, hey, you know, this should, you know, give you some thought to have new beginnings with Michael, you know? Jasmine, are you joking with this? What, new beginnings when a new form of abuse? Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, whatever with vomit face. So we get to Manuel and Ashley, and Sean asks, hey, Manuel, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your English right now?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how is your English?
1.
And while Manuel is speaking, they jump to a shot of Angela and Michael. And man, Michael looks so heartbreakingly sad. I'm so happy that he was able to flee that abusive POS. Anyway, back to Manuel and Ashley. And Manuel doesn't really seem like he has any rush or need to learn English.
The reality is that Manuel is just too comfortable.
And yes, I think Kobe's right when he said that Manuel is just too comfortable where he is. Ashley kind of coddles him by translating everything and speaking to him in Spanish all the time. And Manuel wants Ashley to stop translating everything to him.
Es exacto. Si ella me dice, hacer esto, que me lo diga en inglés, yo me voy grabando las palabras.
So I think this can be achieved if Ashley works with him on it. So then they bring out Ashley's family, and they are gorge. Anyway, Ashley's family is worried that Manuel is storing away money like a little squirrel in the wintertime. And he is, in fact. And it does seem sketch that he is doing that. But it seems that it's more because he wants to save every little dollar that he can to send to his family, especially since his paperwork for his work permit is just getting processed. Because Ashley decided to take her time filling it out because she was too busy going to the gym for 4 hours. And yes, you're allowed to go do your things. You're allowed to go to the gym. But he also needs to work. It's not just going to benefit him. It's going to benefit you and the bills that you have to pay. Long story short, they're both in the wrong. But I honestly felt bad for Manuel.
Lo que me molesta mucho es que no puedo trabajar, no puedo ayudarle, porque ella se dedicó más a su gimnasio.
Anywho, so that ends day 564 of the tell-all taping. In the Chronicles of Gino the Dumbass, they're all talking about how Ashley should have filed Manuel's paperwork earlier, and that's totally true. And Jasmine mentions that Gino decided to file her paperwork at a snail's ass pace. And Gino's answer to that is...
Summertime, right after we got married, and I was not going to do paperwork in the summer.
What are we, in grade school? 'Cause it's summertime? What are you doing? Too busy sitting on your couch eating candy snacks and watching cartoons? And they're all backstage when Loren comes to say goodbye to everyone, and Thais is butthurt about what Loren said to her on Pillow Talk. Girl, you know that Pillow Talk is literally for roasting the show and the cast. That's the whole point of it. No one should get pissed about what people say on Pillow Talk. And especially since they played what Loren said. And it was a lame as shit. Loren is a lame person and she only has lame clapbacks. So I couldn't even imagine her saying anything too witty or interesting or sassy about Thais.
She's not nice. She can't talk like that to his brother.
I would love to hang out with John.
So anyway, that's it for this week. It seems that our superhero Kobe steps into the ring to fight Jabba the Hutt next week, so I'm all for that. And anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.